Hello everyone, let us consider the example of multiplexer. How to implement the multiplexer by using the logical function. So the given problem statement is implement the given function using 4:1 multiplexer. The equation is f of a comma b comma c, that is equal to summation of 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 6. Here the table for the three variables we need to put the values are for the three variables the possible values in the truth table, that is 8. So we need to consider the 8 logical values, boolean values. Those are 0 and in terms of the 0 and the 1. Now the value of the a b c we are considered as 001 001, and for the column y the whatever the decimal numbers they are given in the equation, for that which are the decimal numbers present in the equation, for those numbers we put the 1 in that place. That is, for the 1 the binary equivalent of the decimal number 1 is 001, so for that we put the 1, and for the 3 it is 011, so it is 1, and for the number 5 the decimal number 5 its equivalent binary is 101, for that we put the 1 in the y column, and similarly for the 6 that is 110 represents the binary equivalent of the decimal number 6, so we place the 1 in the y column. Now what they said, implementing the equation by using the 4:1 multiplexer. So the variables they are given here 3. It means that we need to use the 8:1 multiplexer, but they already given the 4:1 multiplexer we need to use. For that reason what we need to do here, for the 4:1 multiplexer 4 input lines are there and one is the output line. For that reason here what we need to do, if we are going to consider the 4 input lines, for the 4 input lines according to the that is number of input lines is equal to 2 to the power of the selected lines. Here m represents the selected lines and n represents the number of the input lines. We already know that we need to implement the 4:1 multiplexer. It means that we need a 4 input lines, that is 4 input lines. For that 4 input lines, how many selected lines we need to get? According to that the 4 input lines, it means that 2 to the power of the 2, so value of the m will be 2, and the value of the m will be 2. It means that the number of the selected lines will be 2. So in the 3 variable equation, the variable a we need to consider as a data variable. It is our adjustment. Why? Because we need to use the 4:1 multiplexer, and remaining 2 variables b and c we need to consider as the selected lines. Now here for the implementation, how many input lines we need to consider? 4 input lines. Those are mentioning as the d0, d1, d2 and the d3. Now for these 4 input lines the decimal numbers we need to put in the table, that is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the 7, and according to this table the first 4 zeros, the value of the a for the first 4 rows will be 0, and the equation is in the SOP form. For that reason the 0 value corresponds to the complement of the variable. For that reason for the first 4 rows 0 1 2 3 the decimal number 0 to 3 represents the value 0. For that reason, and the value 0 in the SOP indicates the complement of the variable. For that reason I used the value for these 0 1 2 3, for these I used the value as a bar, and the remaining rows 4 5 6 7 the decimal number 4 5 6 7 represents the value 1. for the A, so the one value in the SOP represents the variable. Here the variable as A. We considered the variable A as the data input. For that reason, for these 4 columns the value is A bar, and for these 4 values the value is A. Now here 2 selected lines are there, so just we need to verify whether these values will be correct or not. Before that, what we need to do here in this table, wherever 1 is there in the Y column, here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is 1, and here it is 1. The 1 is there for which decimal number? 1. So encircle the 1. And the next one is for the decimal number 3, so encircle the 3. And the next one is for the decimal number 5, so circle the 5. And the next one is for the 6. From this table, what we need to do now, if in these 2 rows how many circles are there? If there is no circles here for the D0, then put the value 0. Both the values are encircled for the D1, then put 1. Only one circle is there, then for that one circle the corresponding row value is A. And here only one circle is there, the corresponding value is A bar. Now the D0 value is 0, D0 value is 0, D1 value is 1, D1 value is 1, and the D2 value is A, D2 is A, D3 is A bar, D3 is A bar, and this one is the active low enabled. Now from this, just verify this table, the value of the B and C. If which of the selected lines I will select, then for the particular selected line which input data will be connected to the output. Now I will consider first the value of the B as 0 and value of the C as 0. For example, the value of the B is 0 and C is 0. Then if both the values are the 0, then the decimal value for this is 0. That is, D0 will be connected to the output and the corresponding value is 0. If the D0 is connected to the output and the output is Y. Now the value of the B is 0 and C is 1. Value of the B is 0, C is 1. Then this is the D1, this is D0. Then D1 is connected to the output, D1 is connected, and the value of the D1 is 1. 1 is in the Y column. Now value of the B is 1, C is 0. Value of the B is 1, C is 0. Then D2 is connected, so the value of the D2 is A. The value of the D2 is A, that is 0, and the Y value will be 0. Now the B value is 1, C value is 1. Then the D3 line is connected to the output. Then the value for the D3 is A bar. The value for the D3 is A bar, so the value of A is 0. Then complement of the A, that is 1. Like this we need to implement the multiplexer by using the logical equation. Why we are checking the values? Just from this table we need to implement the data line input values for the data lines D0 to D3, whether these values are correct or not. For that reason we are checking the values in the Y column.